how did you transition from soldier life to civilian life, then into YouTube and podcasting?
Yeah. So my brother and I, we had a juice bar. We started a juice bar in our local town. Our direct competition was Jamba Juice.
Jamba Juice?
Jamba Juice, yeah. Yeah.
I knew it.
And I learned a lot about our entrepreneurship. And we were pretty successful because we just did the opposite of what they were doing. You know, they weren't really into organic and making it fresh, you know, because it's a franchise.
Yeah,
right?
of course. They're trying to maximize profits.
A lot of sugar too.
Exactly. A lot of sugar.
Yep.
And so we did a lot of organic. We did a lot of juicing, and we got it to the point where like 99.9% of everything was organic, you know, and we did everything in-house, and COVID happened. So then we shut down. And it was a lesson about how people who are young are thinking like, yeah, I'm going to go start a business. First off, like what industry are you going in? Because if you're going into the restaurant business, like most people aren't getting rich. Okay.
Yeah.
Most people are mortgaging their home to stay afloat.
They're surviving.
You know what I mean?
At best.
Yeah. Because those margins are slim. You got at least 30% for wages, at least to get the food or whatever you're selling is 30%. And then you got taxes and overhead and all this other stuff.
Insurance too as well.
Yeah, insurance. So you're not really making any money. I think the average percentage of the profits in restaurant is 3% or something like that.
It's a grueling business, man.
Yeah.
It's a grind.
So we did that. We shut it down. That's actually where I met my wife, by the way.
Was she a customer?
She was an employee. So you guys go ahead and...
Hey, man.
Hey, man. Do what you got to do,
Scream
bro.
at me.
Hey.
Nah. Do what you got to do. We're all for it. We're all for it.
If it works, it works, brother.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at you at all. If it works, it works.
Hey, we are married.
No shaming from us.
We are married.
Yeah.
So I think that's if you're going to do it.
Didn't they say if she works at a shop or McDonald's, we would never wait for up?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I say that?
Yeah.
Oh, they're idiots. Whoever says that is
girls.
And
yeah.
No, she's great.
She's
like
a boss babe.
She's very base chat. I wish she would have been on the panel with some of the girls.
Yeah. No, she will be. She will.
But one day she will. So no, she's fantastic. She's great, man.
Yeah.
So.
W, man, is good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so what happened after that? I went into coaching people on mindset because I believe what helped me so much was my mindset. So, you know, I was raised by a single mother. My biggest downfall at that time was I was so angry at my dad for never being around. That killed me for so many times. I was an angry dude. Like no one ever wanted to be around me.
Wow. Because you're so calm and polite. Like I would never.
Oh no, I'm a totally different guy today.
Yeah.
But it was mindset that changed it.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So that's when you're trying to tell these women who are like, yeah, I'm going to freeze my eggs and then I'm going to like have a kid on my own. And you're an idiot, bro. Like you're really going to hurt that child in so many ways that you don't even see. Now, luckily for me, I actually I had like an epiphany one day. I was like, why am I so angry? Oh, I'm angry at my dad, but why? He should be angry, not me, right? That's his burden, not me. So, I got, and mindset helped me. I got a mentor and all that other stuff. And then I started coaching people like every day, 5-6 calls every day for like 2 years straight during COVID. It's a perfect time. And then,
COVID hurt your juice business significantly, or were you still able to
we closed it.
You guys just straight up closed it?
No, we closed it when the world shut down, literally.
Okay.
Yeah. So in California, it was like you can't even have your business open at that time.
He was in California back then. Yeah. Okay.
Were you scared about the outcome? What was coming next? Closing it down?
No, I was at peace. Yeah, I was at peace. Because again, it's not cookies and milk owning a business. It's not cookies and milk managing people, you know? And it sucks in the restaurant industry because you have to pay these employees minimum wage. It's like you almost don't have a choice unless you want to go out of business, you know? So, you know, I didn't like that aspect either. I always believe in paying people a little bit more than usual because I think if you invest in your people, it comes back, you know?
Agreed, yeah.
In restaurant, you can't really do that unless you have multiple locations, the money's up, you know, but history has shown that doesn't work. So, good.
No, just I have a lot of friends that own restaurants in Miami. Yeah. And surviving is pretty much like everyday thing.
Yeah.
Now, what would you say if someone wanted to start a restaurant, it should start having in mind to do? Because obviously you went through the bullshit. It happened to you as well. But like, you know what to do now more than anybody else.
Well, it's the same. So one of the biggest lessons in entrepreneurship is do the opposite of what everybody else is doing. What most people do is what you just said, brick and mortar, right? They put out, which costs a lot of money, a lot of overhead. Okay, well, what can you do instead? A food truck, a pop-up, save up your money first, build up your clientele, establish a loyal base, get your name out there, and then leverage into a brick and mortar if it financially makes sense.
That's smart.
Yeah, the food truck angle is very good.
Cause we know a girl that came on the show. She started a food truck. She does vegan stuff as well.
Okay.
I think here in Midtown.
Oh yeah.
And she's killing it right now. She started small, got customer base, and then it's going to expand later on.
Food trucks are underrated because like you can move it too.
Yeah,
there
that's
you go.
The other thing. I mean, getting a permit might be a pain depending on where you are.
Exactly.
But that might be better than a solid location.
And if you add social media marketing as well with that,
Yep.
with your actual clientele and your customers, you got a perfect synergy there. Yeah.
Yeah. See, it goes back to what they don't teach you in school. So step number one is you got to get your mindset in order, because no matter what opportunity comes your way, if you're not in the right state of mind, you're going to fumble it every time. There's no question about it. Why? Because we're a product of our own environment. Have you guys seen the movie Trading Places?
No.
I've heard of it, but I never watched it.
Eddie Murphy, Dan Aykroyd, one of the best movies ever made. The point of the movie was taking Eddie Murphy, who was on the corner, homeless, robbing people all the time, ghetto, all this stuff, right? They made a dollar bet that they could take him and put him in their company, clean him up, have him around white people who are successful in the stock market, and he will be successful, probably more successful than they would be. Take a guy who was one of these white dudes who were successful, stock market, grew up clean, and put his ass on the street and see what happens. Product of our environment.
Yeah.
So
the circle you're around is very important.
Right.
Very underrated.
So I say step one, mindset, because most people still today are making decisions and thinking based on the environment they grew up in, not necessarily the environment they're currently living in.
Yeah.
So, for example, you hear the quote, you could take the guy out of the hood, but you can't take the hood out of the guy or whatever.
Rappers.
Right? They haven't changed their mindset. They have to shift their paradigm.
Shit.
Yeah. So that's step one.
Okay, go ahead.
And then step two is what you were just saying about the food truck, about the girl. You got to understand that our whole purpose on this planet, besides obviously expansion and growth, is serving each other. Okay. How do you do that? You do that by solving a problem. Like, they don't teach you this stuff. What problem are you guys solving with Fresh and Fit?
Dating.
The number one men's podcast in the world, right?
Money.
So exactly. That's a big problem. Most men today are like me. They didn't have both parents. They didn't have a good father.
Yeah.
So, and then they're being bombarded by all this nonsense on social media. That's a whole nother thing. Point is, you have to solve a problem for people.